Oh my goodness, I am so excited to introduce our next guest. I personally like to call her the First Lady of Skincare since her name is Nancy Reagan. She is the owner of Bellarena Salon and Spa in Delray Beach. She is the creator of Skin Diva Labs. I am so excited to have her uh, share everything that she knows on this episode of the Beauty Pro podcast. Let's go. Are you a beauty or barber pro looking for that push to do that thing you've always wanted to do, whether it's in or out of the salon, spa, or shop? Are you tired of not feeling good enough, smart enough, skilled enough? Are you tired of not getting a handle on your mental health, boundaries, and insecurities? I'm Krystine Sherwood, the Beauty Pro Coach, an internationally certified coach, a salon and spa owner, and your personal Jiminy Cricket. I use my own experiences, good and bad, as a salon owner to help you be more self-aware, authentic, and forward-thinking in your approach to life, in and out of the salon. It's time to reach your version of success with the Beauty Pro Coach podcast. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm really excited to introduce our next guest, Miss Nancy Reagan. I met her.
Yay.
I met her at the IECSC
Right.
in Palm Beach and backstage in the press room. So Nancy, tell everybody who you are and what you stand for and why we should know you.
Okay. I'm Nancy Reagan. I'm a 30-year diagnostic esthetician, spa owner. I'm on my third now. I've had hotel spas, day spas. So that's been my world.
Mm.
So I know a little bit about the resort side and the hotel side. And I absolutely love the business. I developed my own skincare line about 2.5, 3 years ago because we couldn't find skincare that I loved for oncology facials.
Mm.
So it's been a journey of, passion of skin, making people glow, making people like look in the mirror and say, "Hey, I feel really great about myself." And
Mhm.
it comes from like what we do every day, which I think we're pretty darn lucky to go to work every day and this is what we get to do.
Yeah.
Um
It's a
all the
total
days.
it's a total
Yeah,
privilege. I mean,
it
honestly,
is.
for real. And when we look at it like this, I cannot help but to feel bad for those like estheticians and stylists who just like can't get into it. Like they can't appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Well, I think if you got in it, like
Mhm.
we're a club or a cult, um, if you got in it for the right reason because of what you wanted to give the world,
Mhm.
if you get in it for the money, it's not happening. I've seen so many estheticians crash and burn,
Mhm.
because I've had tons of employees over the 30 years.
Yeah.
So I've seen tons crash and burn. I've seen a lot get to that pinnacle where they're back to back with clients, and then they decide they're going to like go for the greed, go for the money. So all of a sudden, somebody's paying, $500 for a facial, and then you wonder why, oh, did you explain why they needed it? Or did you just do it because you thought they could afford it? And
Mm.
watching, it comes back and kicks you. So unless you have the passion for really taking care of somebody else,
Mhm.
it's not the right I don't think it's the right business for you, but that's just
Absolutely.
me,
Absolutely.
like my
No,
opinion.
I
I mean,
totally agree. As a salon and spa owner myself, like I had actually, I'm sure you've heard crazy stories. I had one esthetician tell me it was her first day. She had booked the whole, like she had already booked her week. Like it was amazing. And then on her second day, she walks in and she tells me, "I'm sorry, Krystine," like tears, like blew up in tears saying, "I can't talk to people."
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
She goes, "I'm gonna go." And so she grabbed her things and she left and I never saw her again.
Oh,
But
wow.
I just had to share that because it's just
That's
insane. Like you have
mhm.
to love what you do and you have to
You
love
have to
talking to
love.
people.
And you have to be able, like, I know there's so many young estheticians starting out, and they went to school, and our Florida requirements are really not where they should be as far as putting out of school an amazing
Mhm.
esthetician.
Mhm.
I wish they were better, so I normally take mine and put them in intensive care
I love
training for
that.
another 6 months. Um, but I really think that if you're going to come out and you're not gonna know everything, your ability to care for that person
Mhm.
over like that, like, completely can get you into the fact that they'll take you because you may not know as much, but they'll take you because of your personality and because they know that you're caring for them. So you can get by with a lot just from your how you take care of people. I had so many clients when I started out that I had one lady that showed me how to wax her legs. I'll never forget it as long as I live because I was like, I had no idea. I had really done very little waxing in school. And so she booked because she was a friend of the real estate guy. And so I was like, okay, okay. I mean, this is literally 30 years ago. And the client was like, "Oh, Nancy, let me show you how to do those rollers." I was like, "Oh my God."
That's so funny. I
But,
love it. I
you
love it
know,
though.
it's
Yeah.
part of it.
Yes. Okay, so you made your own skincare
Oh,
line,
yeah.
right? Okay, I'm just gonna go right for it. And is that what is the Skin Diva Labs?
Yes, that's the Skin Diva Labs.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Yes.
what makes and I guess this is what you were teaching at the show, right?
Well, I was really teaching about longevity regenerative ingredients.
Mm.
I think, I don't think, I know there's a lot of regenerative longevity ingredients that have yet to hit our aesthetic market. As far some are coming from Korea, but the United States itself it has yet to really roll into a lot of these ingredients. Like you'll see PDRN, which is a salmon, very close DNA. It's great because it's 95% compatible with a human. So it's awesome for regenerative stem cell type of activity.
Mhm.
So those kinds of ingredients was what I was training on because the more you know, the better you're able to care for your clients. And I truly believe our skincare industry is going to do a shift that's even more paramount to the fact that we really work under the skin,
Mhm.
despite what the state says, that we
Mhm.
really work under the skin and really getting our estheticians used to the fact that, hey, you know, in 6 months, you can really change this lady's skin. And that's where we should be for long-term, like, aesthetics as far as having a strategy and protocols and where you want to guide your client instead of the once a month, "Okay, let's do our little, thing and
Mhm.
make them feel good." Let's really rock their world. Let's talk about hormone-safe skincare. Let's talk about fragrances and dyes, in what they're currently using. Let's teach them, hey, you just spent, $300 at Neiman's for this serum when you should have bought it from me. But
Yeah.
anyway, we'll let you go to Neiman's and buy it. But you went and bought this serum, and guess what? You're using it because you're stripping your skin with your cleanser. So now it's not doing any good
Mm.
because you're going through menopause and your pH is unbalanced and your skin's sensitive. So guess what? It's not absorbing any of that serum that you just paid enormous amount of money on. But
Oh,
those types of education to the client, it means everything because now your client knows, oh, she's going to teach me what I really should do at home. And it keeps your clients for a long time. It makes a huge difference.
yes, it does. Education is everything.
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 Mhm.
How do you okay, so for me, like I'm predominantly like on the hair side of the
Right.
industry, right? Running a salon and we have spa services with our estheticians and lash techs and all that. How do you how do I ask this? Like, how do you
Just
get
go die for it.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. How do you get your girls, your esties to want education? Like, how do you like where do you find the education besides the shows, right? And like how do you get them to like want it? Like cuz they're in the room. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Exactly.
you
Well,
can't teach them.
my team has forced training.
I love it. No, I love that.
So they are forced. We will do at least 1 2 hour a month and sometimes even more. Usually we'll have once a quarter, we'll have something where we'll have 2 4 hours of something.
Cool.
So my estheticians, that I just think the training and education, yes, we're spa owners, but unless your team is trained, you know this from
Mhm.
like, and I really learned this way back. I was a Redken Summit salon. Um, so when I had the hotel spa, and so it was a really big on the education.
Right.
And prior to that, I had always had education, but when you have massage therapists and nail techs and estheticians, you're having separate department
Right.
trainings,
Right.
which bringing in people once a month from the outside too makes another huge difference of scheduling that time
Yeah.
so that they know that, hey, on Monday, once, da 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 da, you have somebody from, in Dazzle Dry coming in to talk about
Mhm.
natural nail care or whatever it is.
Mhm.
I just think the more we have a responsibility, our estheticians, okay, they're
Go for it.
employees. They're
Yeah.
employees. They're employees because they don't have as much passion as we do about the industry. And
Yeah.
even though some of them, like, I have none of them will ever go to a show, I don't think. They won't open a book. I don't see them. I don't see them listening to podcasts. They're not reading physiology of the skin. They're not researching longevity,
Yeah.
ingredients. They're not talking to the Korean chemists. They're
Right.
not talking to, Harvard biochemists. They're not doing any of this stuff
Mhm.
because their job is to come to work and do a
Yeah.
facial and go home.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what their world is, and that's what they
Right.
want it to be. And
Right.
I have one in particular.
Mhm.
I adore her.
Yeah.
She's European trained.
Love
Her
it.
massage is unbelievable.
Love it.
She does in her world. Anything new is rocks it like completely. She doesn't quite, it takes her almost 6 months to 8 months to grasp something new, like
Yeah.
even exosomes.
Yeah.
And when she grasps it, because it's new, it's not in that same
Right.
pattern. She's
Right.
like, she becomes this, preacher of like, oh my gosh, have you seen exosomes? But it takes a long time for some people to change.
Mm.
I mean, they don't have that thirsty, the solo esthetician. If you're going to
Mhm.
be solo, man, you gotta like, you gotta dive in and do it. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a must. I
It is a
mean,
must.
you've got to understand how the body works. I mean, our job is more than just rubbing skin. Like that's
Mhm.
what my dad used to say.
That's
Did you
perfect.
rub some skin today? I'm like, no, Dad, like, he
I
just
love
thought that's all I did all day was rub skin. So it was,
It's perfect. I love it. I love
yeah,
when family, like, they are the best and sometimes they're the worst, but, like, the things that they perceive that what we
see,
do, to like,
exactly,
like,
exactly.
whatever.
It's so hilarious.
It is hilarious. So, okay, so now what has been your biggest struggle, whether professionally or personally, because you have been in the industry for a long time. You are a total boss, right? I saw you at the show doing your thing. So, like, what has been a your big struggle?
Oof. One of my biggest struggles is that expect others to have the same passion that I
Mm,
do,
hmm.
and they don't. That's
Yeah.
it's just not there. And as much as I want them, I can see these great futures for people. That's not what they want. So in my world of not being disappointed, I have to lower my expectations of what people can achieve in
Mm,
order to make it so that I'm not constantly disappointed
mm,
in others. But that's not what they want. They want like, "Hey, I wanna travel or I wanna, do this. I'm just working to get enough money to do this," So
right.
their desire is not the same.
Hmm.
The other big, gigantic mistake I made was underestimating and taking on a partner. Never underestimate the power of a billionaire
Mm.
in screwing you.
Perfect.
um, it was a huge lesson learned, but I was from everything that you fail,
Mm.
you learn from it and move on. So COVID was another one that I lost 15 employees. And
Oh,
I had gone through 2 rounds of PPP. So and I had used my own money to actually pay the employees.
yeah.
And there was 2 people that really were kind of like I don't know how do you say it, the naysayers of
Mhm.
"Oh, she's ripping us off. She's putting that PPP money in her own bank account. She's not paying it all to us. Let's leave. Let's go," and it was all done behind the scenes, and it
Sure.
was a nice little coup that me ended up, in July of 2020 with myself doing services. So I had to
Ah,
completely rebuild again.
yeah.
Um, I'm like, I said, I know how to rebuild a business like nobody's business. Like that's like one thing I do know how to do. It's just that after you do it so many times, you're
It's
like,
true.
okay.
It's true. You learn every single time, and that
Exactly.
so many salons and spas had that same experience. I know for us, we did have the PPP and we were able to retain everybody, but then
Awesome.
as soon as it came, yeah, but as soon as we went back, right? Because I think it lifted 3 months later here in Florida,
Right.
we were able to go back. All of a sudden, this one wanted to be a nurse. The other one decided to leave. The other one decided to move
I'm
somewhere
sorry.
else. Like all of these things. And it's like, what is it about our industry that all of us like they were taken care of, right? And
Right.
just like your
Right.
team, you took
Mhm.
care of them. You did the right thing.
Right.
And then they decided to be a nurse. Like, what? Like, what
No,
just happened? Did I miss something?
exactly.
How can I as a leader be better? So,
Right. And
what
I don't know that as leaders, there's anything we could have done. I mean, I
Mhm.
literally had one that had worked for me for 22 years. 22 years. I had seen her get married, have babies, like the whole everything.
Mhm.
She I mean, she was making 100 grand a year. I
Yeah.
mean, it was like, "Oh, but, like," and then she believed that I was cheating her. I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I don't even know how they get there, but
Mhm.
during that whole time, there was so much, negativity
Yeah.
and everything. I had another one that had worked for me for 12 years. She magically got our client list, opened up 4 blocks away, and called everybody before, like, I knew even kind of what was happening because I would never do that to somebody,
Sure.
so I didn't expect. It's such a, our business sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Wow, the ethics of what people do."
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
"Good night. I hope you sleep well."
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. My whole thing is I love my sleep and I wanna make sure that I can do that at night. So,
Exactly, right?
yeah. So what do you feel has been your biggest failure, right? Because those were our struggles. So now what has been a big failure for you, professionally or personally?
Um, I'm not really good at marriage.
Oh, okay. Okay, that works.
Just not really,
Okay. Okay. What do
They
you
need to live they need to live somewhere else. Uh, but business-wise, it was probably losing my hotel spa. It
Oh,
was a struggle. That was probably my lowest point of, losing it all, of everything. That was really
was that the COVID one? Was that?
No,
No?
this was in 2008,
Mm,
and I had built a 10,000 square foot spa, and it was absolutely gorgeous, and we
mm,
were rocking. I mean, we had 55 employees. We were like we were it,
mhm,
and I had made a concession with the partner part. So I wanted my employees, it was employee forward. I wanted my
right,
employees to have the benefit of being a hotel employee. So
right,
they had great insurance, they had free lunch or free
right.
dinner, they had all the benefits of being, but with that, I had sold my soul to the devil.
Mm,
And when the devil decided that the devil wanted it all, well, I could either spend time in the court system
mhm,
fighting, but they had employees that they on their side that they were lying. And there was like,
mm,
it became this Goliath,
yeah,
uh, beast that there
yeah,
was no way I could actually come out. And it would have been years and years of fighting. And I'm not really like, I was like, okay, I lost it all. So it is, but it was devastating. Um,
absolutely,
it was,
absolutely.
it was crazy.
So what because you have worked in the, like, the resort space,
Mhm.
but then also with your own spa now, and I'm sure as, like, a solo, at some point in your career, you must have been a solo. What advice can you give estheticians for each of those areas?
Okay. Um, if you're a solo, you really need to dedicate time to being in places where you're gonna meet people.
Mm,
I was very active in the community when I first started out, and that activity in the community made a huge difference to people know who I am. They know where, I'm going. They know what, my services are. And even though I started out, I was the very first spa in my little Delray Beach, Florida. Um, Now there's one every 2 blocks,
uh-huh.
of some sort. The med spas are, coming up. So the competition is so intense. But, I encourage that's the one thing is get out in the community. The other thing is make sure your Google Maps profile is rocking.
Mm.
Make sure you have your reviews, make sure it's optimized. Go if you don't know what you're doing with it, go to Chat GPT, tell Chat, hey, this is my or Perplexity, this is my business, this is what I do. Tell me how to make my Google profile rock and
Yes.
or so be the best. That those two things will help you bring in and build client base.
Mhm.
As a solo or even a small day spa, you have to do, and if you're a spa owner, don't expect your employees to be bringing in clients. That's your deal. There's a lot of people that, oh, the spa owner expects the esthetician to bring people in the door, and I'm like, no, that
Mm.
it's your responsibility. You hired them. Hopefully you hired them. Hopefully they're not 1099. If you tell them what time to be at work, that's another thing that drives me crazy. The spas that open up and they have 1099 employees because they don't want to pay payroll taxes is just insane to me. It's like, okay, I just think do it by the books. The IRS wants to come ask you if you tell this person to, be at work at, 9 o'clock. Guess what? You're going to have to pay back taxes and payroll taxes and penalties and everything else. I mean, that one's a thing.
That one's a that one's an iffy one I have found because a lot whether a salon or a spa, like
Hmm.
from my understanding, 1099 people, they are independent contractors. So they're going to go
Correct.
to each location, do the job, leave, do the job, leave, do the job,
Right.
leave. And
Right.
so like if you are not understanding your bounds, you're going to screw that up
Mhm,
so good. Oh my
mhm,
lord.
mhm. It's a very scary, um, but the day spa part of it, I think the spa owner, you need to educate your people.
Yeah.
You really need to make sure that you have a strong marketing. Like if you're not doing it, you're hiring somebody to do it
Yeah.
because you got to get the people in the door. And then how you treat the people is everything. Your
Yes.
smile, your front desk person can't just be like slugging. I mean, it just has to be, like you would be treated if somebody came into your home.
Right.
It's just, it's the
Exactly.
same.
Exactly. Exactly.
The
Oh my.
hotel part of it, that's a whole rocking experience. So that you have a little bit more, I call it play. So you
Mhm.
have time to play. So you have time to do things like chocolate fountains and, things that are whimsical. I like whimsical because I
Yes.
think it's kind of like stuff that nobody else would do.
Yeah.
I
I
like
love that.
that. It's unexpected for the client. I think that's
Mhm.
another, they don't expect to walk in and, hey, can I have a nice neck warmer? I mean, nobody expects that when they
No.
walk in the door, even to get their hair done. They're like, what? I'm like, what is that?
Yeah.
And, just a little touch like that makes a whole difference in somebody's perception
Yeah.
of where they are. It's
Yes.
it's small little things.
I love that. I love that. Yes, agreed. 100%. Okay, so tell everybody about Skin Diva
Skin
Labs.
Diva Labs.
Yeah. Tell us everything.
Okay. So I like either smart or not smart, one or the other.
Oh, give it to us
started
both ways.
I started looking for skincare to use as oncology facials. Um, we had a partnership with a cancer treatment center, and they wanted their patients to have facials. And everything I had
Mhm.
in my back bar was more medical. And
Mm.
it was also being more medical, it was also not good for sensitive barrier repair skincare.
Mm.
I went out to like our professional. It either had toxins in it, it had fragrance in it, it was not, it wasn't enough of a repair, a barrier repair, and this went on. I was like, literally, I was like almost 2.5 years searching for this product line. And a we had kind of like we were limping along with doing a product from here and a product from here of I knew this would work, this would work. So we were just kind of like putting it together for the treatment room, but nothing that was like a real treatment that really was going to repair the barrier and make it glow.
Mhm.
Because I those are my two, like, you want to go into the treatment room, you gotta get results. That's
Mhm.
my like, I want somebody coming out, they have to look in the mirror, they have to go, "Oh my gosh." And because if
Right.
they don't go, "Oh my gosh," I'm like, we failed." Because
Yeah.
that's what I wanna see when somebody comes out of the treatment room.
Yeah.
And
I okay, but I agree with that 100% because yes, getting facials is like a luxury,
Mhm.
right? Until they understand it's actually a necessity.
Right.
So yeah, you want to see, yeah, you want to relax, but you want to see the difference. Okay, go ahead.
Well, just
Continue.
think, like, when you go get your hair done
Yeah.
and all of a sudden they do the
Yeah.
oh, they turn you around for the final reveal.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody sits there and goes, that's like," or they go,
Right.
"Oh my god, look at me,"
Right.
it's like
Right.
that wow of, "Oh my gosh,"
Exactly.
but they should do the same with their face and their
Yeah.
skin. That's just me, and
I agree.
everything I had in my arsenal wasn't working.
Mm.
And I have a longtime friend in the industry who sells products. She's constantly going to professional, just like we were
Yeah.
in Palm Beach.
Yeah.
She's going to all the professional shows. And she called me. I think she was in Vegas at a show. And she goes, "Hey," she goes, "I'm across the aisle from this lady who's a manufacturer biochemist for products. I think you really should meet her." I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, "Okay." I said, "I probably can't afford her." She goes, "I think you can." So it kind of led to this
I
meeting,
love
this
that.
biochemist who was brilliant. And she didn't really understand how the facial part of it. She
Mhm.
knew how to create products, but she didn't really understand the skin part of it.
Mhm.
So together I would send it back and go, "No, it needs to do this." And she would go, "Okay, how's this?" And she knew the delivery side of it. And she also knew how to combine, for example, a ceramide complex. So she could combine 3 ceramides instead of just using 1. And she knew how to have the delivery system really go in deep into the skin and not just surface. And we kept going back and forth. And then we used it in the facial treatment room for probably a year and a half. And then my clients were going, "Nancy, will you put it in a bottle so we can use it at home?" And I'm like, no, don't make me do this because I know nothing about it." So one thing just led to another, and we put it in a bottle. We have it online, and I never really wanted to wholesale at all. That was not my intention. It was really to use at the spa and sell to our
Sure.
clients.
Sure.
But I may be talked into wholesaling. I don't know. It's a lot of I should be old and traveling and retired by now.
Sure. Oh my yeah, but see, there's that passion again, like
Right.
you love what you do and it's not work for you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
And
not you just do it.
mm-mm. And the other part I know is that we have experience watching our clients glow, so I know you're gonna have the same experience because that's what the products do.
Yeah.
It's that kind of like I know it 150% know it. And it's the same and the other like part of it is products. are not cheap. And with COVID happening, what
Mm.
ended up happening was crazy on the ingredient side of it.
Okay.
Can you get cheap products that work?
Mhm. Right.
Sorta. I mean, but they're nothing compared to having something that has the right delivery system and it's really going to be there for the long term. And unless you're dealing with a major manufacturer that has the ability to really get great ingredients, we don't have people like the big skincare people of the where we're working with estheticians. They haven't started using methylene blue yet or NAD or ceramide complexes. They know how to use vitamins. They know how to use vitamin C. They know how to do those things. But as far as taking the next biohacking
Mm.
leap, they
Mhm.
haven't really done it yet. It's and I think that that leap will help estheticians be light years ahead with their clients because
Yes.
it's a whole different it takes you to a whole different realm of longevity skincare is what it
Yeah.
is, really.
Yes. Absolutely. I
And
love I Go ahead, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, and menopausal women and hormone, and like that's my other is helping, like, you're 30 or 35 years old and you don't even know that you're going through perimenopause. You just know, gosh, I can't forget things, or all these other things, or look at my skin's acting
Mm.
weird. And I'm being able to educate your clients and women on, hey, this is happening, perimenopause, this is what's happening in menopause. Hey, have you considered bioidentical hormone replacement therapy? Like, I'm going to tell you from experience because I was thrown into I had a hysterectomy at 37.
Mm.
And I'm going to tell you, menopause at 37, being thrown into it is no laughing matter. But also, bioidentical hormone replacement therapy saved my life. And people can do really educate your clients. If they're having night sweats or they're
Yeah.
not sleeping or all of the symptoms or their brain's foggy, all of those things, like if you don't see anything, then it's like, hey, do you know that 85% of the women that break a hip die in a year? It's crazy. It's insane. And that's our estrogen loss. The numbers
Oh
are
my god.
the numbers are insane because they never get back that mobility because their bones are so brittle. And the bones are so brittle because and this is how I get like I keep
This
going.
is great.
Yeah,
Like like we're not just estheticians, guys.
exactly. We're not just and the more you read and the more you understand and the more you develop
Yeah.
into the fact that you're a knowledge bank for your client. So, I mean, I have people I refer for, here's the best of the best for bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. Here's the best of the best if you want to work on your fitness and doing
Yeah.
everything that you can to make sure you don't fall because it's about longevity. It's not just like, yeah, you should be at least weight training once or twice a week if you're over 40. I mean, girls, I know you don't like it, but I mean, our muscles are going to dictate how well we live.
That
I
is
mean, and
so
how long. I mean, it's
yeah.
it's it's our longevity. So I try to combine the longevity skin
I love it.
with the whole the
I l
whole
the whole it's the whole shebang. If you want beautiful skin, you need to work out. If you want beautiful
yes.
skin, you need to build some muscle. If you want beautiful skin, you gotta drink, like, a gallon of water every day. Like
Exactly.
and from what I heard you say is that you actually have, like, your own network of, like, doctors that you refer your clients to get to where they need. That is brilliant for any esthetician who is wanting to, like, have their high-end clients, you know?
Or it's amazing. I never discount what somebody's gonna spend their money on.
Yeah,
I encourage any esthetician out there, never judge the size, the pocketbook of somebody walking in the door.
that's right.
One of my most wealthiest clients used to show up in a like the car was this old suburban, like it was like a wreck. And
Uh-huh.
she would show up in her husband's button-down shirts, and it was too big, and like flip-flops, and
Oh,
she was worth billions of dollars. And
uh,
everybody go, wow, she looks like she's homeless. I said, you leave her be, please.
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
she can do whatever she wants. But,
that's right.
it's like never judge the book by the cover on what
Mhm.
somebody else is going to spend their money on.
Yep.
But I really think having that network is it's important because you need the support of an authority,
Mhm.
and I'm not like I I know dermatologists went to school, and I'm very respectful of that, but most of the dermatologists that I know have not gone back to learn nutrition, have not gone back to learn what's going on in biohacking. They prescribe retinol like and Accutane like it's water,
Mhm.
and retinol, as far like the retin-A, it wrecks the skin for like most women because it's stripping and
Yeah.
it's not truly, yes, will it repair with vitamin A? Yeah, but it's still hurting the skin barrier. So
Mm.
there's a lot of education part of it that I keep going back to,
Yeah,
but that network is king.
it's
And I'm
everything.
finding people now that are online that I can
See,
refer, which I really love that.
I love it. I love all of this. Oh my goodness, estheticians listening, you guys. Okay. So, time is slipping, but what has been your favorite insult that you have
Ha!
gotten? That like it could be professional or personal because you've done a lot and you've been through a lot. So, what is that driving?
Oh, the best one that I
Yeah.
can think of immediately right now is, wait, this is so awesome. And friend of mine told me this. Is like, who does she think she is? Isn't she ever gonna quit this business and close shop? She's so old now. She should just retire.
Wow. And this was a friend? A
Well, the
friend.
friend was in air quotes.
Wow.
That was
Wow.
that was one of the best, you know,
That is the
or
best.
that is the best. Or, and the others that, that come along, and I have this one that is a Sunday client, and she's constantly going, I really liked you better with brown hair. I'm like, really? I'm
Oh
like,
my god. And
wow.
I'm
Uh,
over here loving,
you know?
loving your hair, by the way.
So I'm like, well, if you want to come color it once a week because it grows that fast, because I take my aminos and everything else and NAD and all this other stuff, come help me. But I'm not going to be dyeing my hair once a week. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, people. These
People
are
are amazing.
totally amazing.
Yeah.
Good
And
lord.
I think the longer you're there is like you grow a little turtle shell
Mhm.
so that you are not like really bothered by, and I have a YouTube channel, and YouTube is wide open for the trolls. They're
Yeah.
like, they come out and go, you look old. Thank you. I am.
I'm actually much wiser than you.
I just go, I am old, It's like, okay. It's
Oh.
so, you get used to it, but it's like people that hide behind,
Yeah,
it's people that, hey, if I quit and go away, you think it's going to make it easier for you? I
exactly.
don't think so. You can't replace me.
Right.
That's the other way I feel about competition.
Mm.
There's a spa in town that she's a massage therapist, had a massage spa, saw like how successful we were with facials as a facial spot and started coming after our facial business. And she was dead on. And for a little bit, my little brain was going, "Oh, I'm going to get her. I'm going to
Right,
get her.
right,
You know, what's she
right,
doing coming after my business?" And
right.
everybody that was one of my like business network in the community friends, she was going and doing little luncheons with them. And she was going, and you quickly see who your friends are and who your supporters are.
Mhm.
And at first, it was like bothered me so much. And then I'm like, hello, come
Yeah,
back to earth, Nancy.
yeah,
And I'm like, oh, I'm better than that. I just have to keep going out there with something new, something different,
yeah.
something that's showing everybody you can go for a facial there, but that's average. You want to come for a facial here, you're going to get fabulous.
I
So
love.
it's the difference in your positioning.
Mhm.
Even if you, like, you think you're an imposter, just buck it up, girl. 'Cause,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
every day we can come up and go, "Oh, I'm really like, who do I think I am?" And why did I start this journey? Or why did I really think I could be doing videos or podcast or any of that at my age?
Mm,
Buck it up. Let's go. Come on. Like,
yeah,
put your big girl panties on,
that's right.
look in the mirror, imposter or not, figure it out. It's
Yes.
people are gonna laugh at you. They're going, and family, forget it. Just
Oh,
let's,
that's
family
another
and friends.
another episode.
Family and friends are, So
Yeah,
just I encourage you, do what you want to do and your goals
yeah,
and go for it. And
yeah.
just make sure that every day you bring your A game or your A plus game,
Mhm.
and that you differentiate yourself some way, somehow. Find that little thing that's going to make you stand out in that client
Yeah.
like journey when they walk in the
Yes.
door, whatever that is that makes it like spectacular.
Yes, exactly, exactly. So with that being said, what is that lesson that you have learned being in this industry? Because we deal with people all day, right? And we're
Yes.
constantly learning lessons. What what is that one lesson that you've learned that you wish everybody would get, like family or lawyers and doctors, and what is that lesson?
Ooh, probably don't depend on family and friends to
Mm.
be your support network.
Mm. Ooh, that's a good one.
They they are not your support network. They, for the most part, don't know how to support you. I mean,
Mhm.
I have 3 sisters that have never bought skincare from me,
Yeah.
okay?
Yes. Yes, I hear
Okay.
that. I hear
I
that.
I have great nieces and nephews that have had horrific, horrific cystic acne, but they have never come to me for advice on what to eat, what to use, anything. Oh, the dermatologist knows.
Mhm.
Um, don't
Yeah.
like that friends and family, don't be insulted because they don't know how great you are.
Mhm.
So go and find yourself
Yeah.
10 strangers
Yeah.
every week. Meet 10 strangers, go to a coffee shop, go to somewhere,
Yeah.
meet people and give them your card and find them that way because your greatest supporters are
Mhm.
gonna be your future clients.
Oh,
Those are going to be your champions that are gonna be texting you going, "Hey, I'm coming back to town. I can't wait to see you, and my face really needs you."
yeah.
Those are your people. Those are your supporters and the reason you're in the business. Or the one person that says, "Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I listened to this today because it gave me the inspiration to go do whatever it is." It just, you never know who you're gonna touch,
Mhm.
and that is to me is friends and
That's
family.
beautiful.
It's not.
That is
Mm-mm.
beautiful. There are so many people in the world that are going to fill that void that you wish your friends and your family would step into, but they don't ever. I don't know
Mhm.
why. And you go and
Or even a husband,
I
you
know.
know?
I know.
Like,
Damn those husbands. What's
I
going
mean,
on there?
literally, I was okay, so little side note, I
Sure.
tried. I was married for 25 years and I was with him for 5 years before that. The guy never ever went to any award ceremonies with me. He never ever went to any community events. The guy never did anything. He didn't fix anything in the spa. He didn't, help repair anything. I mean, literally, it was like
Dead weight.
it completely. So it's like, friends and family, but
Yeah.
even husbands, you need a support network.
Yeah.
If you cannot find it within where you are right now, if you're a solo, I encourage you to get online,
Yeah.
find yourself a
Yeah.
Facebook group where
Yeah.
you've got people to talk to. I mean, there's a solo estheticians group online. There's a lot of Facebook groups that have
Mhm.
estheticians and spa owners
Yeah.
on that. I really think, go to a show,
Yeah.
go find somebody
Find
at
your
the
people.
shows and find your people, because now it's not like, before you had to stay in your little community. Now we can talk to, I mean, I talk to people in Germany,
Yeah.
Romania,
Yes.
Singapore. I mean,
It's the
everywhere that
best.
has an esthetician that's doing something that I think is really cool, I'm gonna go find out
Yeah.
hey, tell me what you're doing over there, because Europe
Yeah.
is a lot different than here.
Totally.
It's cool.
Totally. How can people get in contact with you, whether to work at your spa or to get your products? How can they connect with you?
Okay. My YouTube channel is Skin Diva Labs.
Love it.
My website for the products, Skin Diva Labs, and my spa in Delray Beach, Florida is Bella. It's Reina. It's Spanish, Reina
Mhm.
Spa. And
Love it.
our website's there, and you can see what we do for facials and body treatments, waxing.
Absolutely. We're going to have
Um,
these links in the show notes. So you guys have to check it out, get in contact with Miss Nancy. Like incredible. Incredible. So what before we go, because we got like
okay.
6 minutes left, what is a question that you wish I would have asked
Oh gosh.
and how would you have answered?
Oh my. You've got some really good questions. I honestly don't have, my mind is completely blank right now, which is not usual for it. Um, but maybe is, hey, what's my daily routine of keeping in
Ooh.
great shape for, I'm 68.
Girl, you
So
are not
yeah,
old. Those are haters.
I know, but I'm 68, and I really think that a daily routine that is, it has to be rooted in being grateful.
Mhm.
And I'm really grateful. Like, I have very high, monetary lows. I'm very, you know,
Yeah.
and I don't mind working hard. But if you're grateful for the little things, when the big things show up, you're going to be over the moon.
Oh,
And that's kind of like my daily,
I
take
love
care
that.
of yourself. I see a
Yes.
lot of estheticians with, they don't take care of their skin, or they're eating processed foods, or they're talking to clients about their skin, but they're not taking care of their dry, dehydrated skin. And I can spot it. Girl, you can't
Mhm.
talk about dry, dehydrated skin. So I really try to take care of myself
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
before I am able to speak to others
Yeah.
about, hey, this is what you're going to do. You want glowing skin? Hey, this is what you got to do. I
Practice what
mean,
you
it's just,
preach.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So I really think you have to build your daily routine for your personal success.
I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness, Nancy. Thank you for coming on the Beauty
Thank
Pro
you, Krystine.
podcast. Girl, you guys
Thank you.
listening, absolutely. You guys listening, watching this episode, make sure you go follow Miss Nancy at Skin Diva Labs, right? And then
Yes.
go check out her spa in Del Rey. Like everybody loves Florida. So
Yes.
just go.
And if you ever have questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Send an email or find me on wherever.
Mhm.
You know, I'm on Instagram. I don't love Instagram so much as much as I love YouTube. But like find me, and
Connect.
if you have a question, it's like I'll be glad to help you if I can.
I love
There's a
that.
lot of spa, you see a lot of spa consultants and esthetician consultants out there. And they are not even like some of them haven't owned a spa or an aesthetics facial spa in 20 years and they're still
No,
doing consulting. And I'm
no.
like, how does that girl know about the business if
Yeah.
she's not in the business? So
Right.
be careful who you hire.
Yes.
I've already hired all the bad ones. So
So you can help everybody. It's perfect. Thank you so much, Nancy. I
thank
appreciate
you.
you. All right, you guys, that's a wrap. If you loved this episode, subscribe to the Beauty Pro podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts so you never miss an episode. Don't forget to leave your reviews, stars, feedback so I can continue to bring the content you deserve and want most. Your feedback fuels this podcast. The more you give, the more you get back. You can follow me at The Beauty Pro Coach on Instagram and Facebook. Want to contact me directly? Email me at befree@goldentruthcoaching.com.